Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to another daily devotion. Y'all already know it's your girl, Sallie D. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Who y'all today? All I've been hearing all day since my daughter got out of school is my birthday, my birthday, my birthday. Her birthday is tomorrow. She wants to have a sleepover, but I'm like, she just now told me she want to have a sleepover like a couple hours ago. And I'm like, I don't know. Oh, it is fuzz on my lip. I'm like, I don't know about it. I don't know. Let me think about it. Maybe the next weekend, not this weekend. Oh goodness. But she's going to be 8. We're going to have an 8-year-old. But let's go ahead and get started because it's Friday. I know people are in these streets. But we're going to go ahead and get started. And then as y'all jump on, like my live, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and comment below. And text it to the last 5 people that you text, because you never know who may need what it is that I have to say. Like, you never know. Today's daily devotion is called Resolve Conflict Quickly. I know we as a people don't always do that. You want to be mad. Yep. You want to be mad. You don't want to talk to the person no more. You want to get your lick back. I know I be want to do that too. But the way the Lord got me set up now, I can't get my lick back. I be wanting to get my lick back so bad, y'all. Y'all hear me? So bad. So bad. But that's the old me. And the new Sallie calmly speaks. I try anyway. For the most part, I do. And I give it to the Lord. Resolve conflict quickly. Because I'm going to walk away. I'm going to walk away. And I'm going to say, Lord, I know you see how they talk to me. I know you saw that. You better get them. You know how I am. Then I'll be like, all right, get me. So I won't fly off the handle. Like, get me, Lord, get me. But anywho, resolve conflict quickly. And it's coming from Matthew 18, chapter 5th verse. If thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, then thou hast gained thy brother. Did y'all hear that? It says, if thy brother trespasses against you, if your brother did you wrong, go and tell him about his faults. It says between you and him alone. I know we live in social media land, and people, instead of doing things in private, if they do it in private, they will record it and post it. Or if you're looking at reality TV, they want to see the drama. So instead of going and sitting down alone with the person, they're going to wait until they get around a group of people where the outside noises can alter what could be something small, and y'all get over quickly, blow it up to something major. So make sure y'all listen to Matthew 18:5. And it says, if he shall hear, I don't know why I'm looking like that. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. If he hear you, and if he apologizes or accepts your apology, if it's vice versa, then y'all can be brothers. Y'all can be friends. Y'all can be cordial, whichever one you choose. Few things in life cause more stress than unresolved conflict. If you will evaluate your blood pressure and consume your thoughts until you resolve it, it will even, hold up. Few things in life can cause more stress than unresolved conflict. It will elevate your blood pressure, consume your thoughts until you resolve it. So if you're wise, you will deal with it right away. And y'all know on my channel, I talk about forgiveness all the time. Not all people feel this way. Even though Jesus commanded us to deal with it, many Christians refrain from saying anything for the sake of peace. Not so. Unresolved conflict will affect your peace of mind, your productivity, your attitude toward others. So it must be dealt with. Additionally, the problem with refusing to face an issue is that it will probably occur again. Right. So, according to an interpersonal communications advisor, do these 3 things. 1, ask God to give you his words to say so that his purpose will be achieved. My word will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. Didn't I just talk about that yesterday? Isaiah 55:11. And number 2, empty your emotions out to God before engaging the offender. I just told y'all that's what I did. I didn't even know that was going to be in here, y'all. I don't read these ahead of time. Emotions tend to get in the way of facts and can hinder objective thinking. This isn't as hard as it may sound. Once you decide you are going to make every effort to settle the issue in a harmonious way. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Romans 12:18. Number 3, be clear as to what you perceive the problem to be. Avoid vague arguments that leave room for misinterpretation. For example, you need to do better does not really clarify the problem. If your goal is to heal the relationship, God will work with you. Resolve your conflict quickly. It was something here I saw. Additionally, the problem with refusing to face it. Oh, okay. Additionally, it says the problem with refusing to face it is that it will probably occur again. So just imagine all of the times you've been in an argument, probably with your spouse, and you all have unresolved conflict because either somebody walking away, somebody shut down, they don't want to talk anymore, and so it just gets swept under the rug. 3 months down the line, that same conflict comes back. Why? Because it was not resolved quickly. And I know in the Bible, God says that we should not go to sleep being mad at each other. It's easier said than done. For the most part, I be trying not to be mad at my husband. But I really do. As time go on, and I read the Bible, I really do believe that that the Lord prepared me for my husband. Okay. I really do believe he was changing me and working on me, even though I wasn't fully saved. I wasn't where I'm at now. He really worked on me before I met my husband. Like when I had my oldest son, almost 21 years ago, I asked God to take cussing out my mouth. And he did it. And he did it. So if I get in an argument with you, you ain't gonna hear me curse you out. You won't hear me curse you out. If I don't think the Lord has worked on my temper, so I don't know when the last time I've been mad. I ain't saying y'all try me now. But I don't know, like, when the last time I've been, like, mad and felt like I wanted to it's been a while, years, since somebody had me so mad that I wanted to fight. Because I feel like if I get to the point where I wanna curse you out, I might as well just punch you. That is that's the old Sally. That's the old Sally, y'all. Because there was a time when I wouldn't exchange words. I felt like it was pointless. I really did. I felt like it was pointless for us to go back and forth. And if you got in my face, I would just punch it. I'm gonna just punch you. I'm just punch you. But the Lord changed me. And I no longer think like that when I'm talking to people. So even with talking to my husband, God he had me really slow to anger. Really. Like it's in a recent argument me and my husband had, like my husband had, if you know my husband is real meek. Like he's quiet. He don't really talk like that, honestly. We are really opposites. I'm the people person. He's the quiet one over there. He let me do all talking, really, and he be quiet, right? So when we got in an argument, and not even really an argument, we were just having a discussion, and he got mad, and he yelled at me. I just looked, because first of all, I ain't used to him yelling at me because he don't yell at me. But I stayed calm. And I spoke in the same tone that I'm speaking to y'all in now, because I know that if I had to jump off the handle when he got mad, then he would shut down. And I don't want him to shut down. I need him to communicate. My husband is not the best communicator, and I need him to communicate. So in order for me to resolve our conflicts quickly, sometimes I have to be quiet and agree. Yeah. As hard as that is, or it won't get resolved quickly. It says, ask God to give you the words to say. I do that. I do that before we even go into the conversation, especially with the conversation that me and my husband had. It was I wouldn't say an ongoing conflict, but it was a new conflict for us. And it was a conversation that needed to be had about something we are trying to do together for us to get on the same page. So before I even went to him to talk, because when we first got in that, if it was the old Sallie, I probably would have bit his head off. But the Lord has changed me. So I couldn't talk to him in that moment. So I had to wait a couple days and ask the Lord for the words and ask the Lord to help me. And he did. And I was able to stay calm during our conversation. And then 2, it says, empty your emotions out to God. That's when I tell y'all, I go to the Lord and I be like, I know you hear that. You heard that. And I can't say nothing. Nothing. I can't say nothing. Nothing. And I'd be like, Lord, I need you to get them. Lord, you better get them. You better get them. You better get them. I had to talk it out with the Lord. I had to get all that out. Yeah, like, I need you to get this. I need you to get this. I need you to get it off of me. Because if I let my flesh win, it's not going to be a pretty picture. So I had to go to him and give him all my emotions, everything that I'm feeling. And then once I empty it out to God, then I can come back and be like, okay, now what do you say now? If y'all haven't done this, like, this really, really, really helps me. Like, seriously. I know I'm laughing and joking because that's just me. But I really do this. And then it says, be clear as to what you perceive the problem is. Make sure you know what the problem is. See, me, that's how I am. Like, I like clarity. I cannot stand being in the dark. I can't stand vague explanations. It's like when I'm talking and you giving me a vague response and I'm just like, what? It's like my mind can't go forward because that leaves room for me to misinterpret. That leaves room for me to start making assumptions about how you're thinking or how you feel about a situation. And my assumption can be wrong. And I can't read your mind. I can't read your mind. We can't read your mind. So you have to be specific and give us clarity on what it is that you're talking about, so we can resolve the conflict quickly. Excuse me. You need to do better. If somebody say you need to do better, what your response gonna be? Do better how? Do better where? What part of my job I'm not doing right? Like, you gonna start asking more questions because they gave you a vague response. And it says, if your goal is to heal the relationship, God will work with you. And I didn't even know these 3 things was in here, y'all. And I really do these things and didn't even realize I was doing them to resolve conflict quickly. I was just like, Lord, I need you. Oh goodness. I want your glory. That's what I be wanting. I really am in a place where I am really making sure that I am aligned with God's will, His plan over my life, over my marriage, over my husband, over our children, over our businesses. Because there are things that God has told me and shown me, and I need them to come to pass. Okay? If God has told you some things about your life, I know you want them to come to pass. So, holding on and not resolving your conflict, like I said in the beginning, it can cause stress. I also want to add on that if you do not resolve your conflict quickly, you're going to hold on to it, and guess what? You're going to hold on to it, and then it's going to start turning into resentment, unforgiveness, and yeah, how many people are having heart attacks because they're so stressed out? So stressed out. And these are 3 pointers to help you when you're in a conversation with someone and you want to resolve the conflict quickly. So, 1, ask God to give you the words to say so that His purpose will be achieved. That's number 1. Number 2, empty your emotions out to God before engaging the offender. Make sure you get all that out, all the hurt, all the anger, all the animosity. Get it all out. And then number 3, be clear as to what you perceive the problem to be. Make sure you understand what it is the problem is that you have with this person. Because sometimes it may not even really be a problem. It may be something was misconstrued and y'all didn't hear it correctly. Or maybe you was making assumptions about what you heard. I pray that you all were blessed by today's daily devotion. Resolve conflict quickly. Matthew 18:15. If thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. Just the two of y'all. And if he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. If your goal is to heal your relationship or the relationship, God will work with you. Y'all have an amazing night on purpose. And I will be back here on Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all like my channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, come on, help your girl out. Let's do this. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and share it to the last 5 people. Share this video to the last 5 people that you message, because you never know who may need what it is that I have to say. See y'all later. Bye-bye.